Yo, welcome. Industry thought turned rapper Rubi Rose recently made some controversial comments which basically threw some shots at Nicki Minaj. During an interview, the rapper who, has had her fear running the industry, passing through quite a few rappers, she recently did an interview and she was saying that she would not date a guy who makes less than her. She feels like the man should make more money in the relationship. And this bids me to wonder, like, do women really want equality or not? Because if indeed women want equality, that would mean that it shouldn't matter if a man makes more or if the woman makes more in the relationship. It shouldn't matter who makes more or who makes less. Relationships should be based on if you love someone or not. She also went further to say that, well, Nicki Minaj seems to be happy. Throwing a short jab at Nicki Minaj because, as many people might know, Nicki Minaj is married to a guy which is a felon. And he is no celebrity. He's a regular schmegular guy, a regular farmer street dude. With a criminal record, and he is not even close to Nicki Minaj as it relates to money. But Nicki Minaj is happy, and it could be said that Nicki Minaj has never been happier, since Safari. She was pretty happy with Safari, but she had a stint with Meek Mill, who has money. She had a stint with Nas, who has money. And those situations didn't last very long. However, with this guy, she found solace, and she now has a relationship which is going for over a year now. So that definitely shows you that it takes more than money to make someone happy. And for people who have had money, they will tell you that money does not make one happy. Family is what makes one happy, Your kids, love, Your parents being alive, Peace, those are the things which makes you happy. So if you find someone who can give you all of that, peace, happiness, family, love, then you have happiness. Sure, you would like to have money along with that in order to basically, share those elements in exclusive places. It would be nice to share love, peace, and and serenity, with the person you love in a mansion, by the pool. So money along with those things can make you happy. However, it can also be said that withstanding money and you have love for that person, you can still be happy. Because I've been in situations before where me and my partner, we didn't have anything, but we had love, and we didn't feel like, we were in need of anything. I had a regular 9 to 5 job. She had a regular 9 to 5 job. I paid the rent, of course, because I didn't really want to put any stress on her head. Not because women should not pay rent. Women should absolutely pay rent because they want equality, right? But I just took it upon myself and was like, yes, I will pay the rent. I'll pay the bills as well. Because I just didn't want my woman to go to bed with any stress on her head. The less stress, the wetter the vagina is. I tell you that. But people should definitely date based on love, And then both partners should strive to get some money, Put your heads together, come up with ideas, and you get some money together, It should not be the premise of if the person can pay my bills or not. And it should not be the role of a man to pay bills, nor should it be the role of a woman to pay bills. It should go both ways. If the woman makes more money, fine. The man should be able to accept, well, my wife makes more money and she does this and she does that, vice versa. If y'all want equality, then y'all want equality. Women can't want equality for some things, and then for some things they don't want equality. That's not how it works. And that is why a lot of persons have issues with feminism. You know what I mean? It's not that persons inherently, well, you have some jackasses like that, but it's not like persons inherently want females to be, you know what I mean, at the bottom of the strata at all times. People just want balance. Whatever you're requesting for yourself, then you should be able to accept that the other persons will benefit for it if from it. If you're going to benefit from child support from a man, then also understand that a man can benefit from child support from you. You know what I mean? Be careful, ladies, that the very thing that you're trying to escape, you're trying to push it on someone else. You know what I mean? It's like I was in this relationship, you know, and I was working at this establishment and I gave this girl a job there. Granted, the girl and I, we started to date, you know, and so we started to make a similar check. You know, I got another job somewhere else. She got another job somewhere else. You know, we were both making money. And I moved in my own apartment. She moved in her own apartment. We started to have, you know, a sexual relationship. She wanted me to pay my bills for my apartment and also pay the bills for her apartment. And I was like, no, I can't do that. As a matter of fact, I've never asked you for $1 to do anything in my life whatsoever. I could see, like, if you request me to do like small things, you know, buy your groceries sometimes or whatever, I could do that. But there's no way I should live in my own home, pay my own bills, and pay your bills as well. Then what will I save? When you get to save 100% of your money, I'm going to pay upwards of 70% on bills, covering my own bills, my own expenses, and covering yours. Even though we lived in separate houses. That does not make any sense. You know what I mean? And it's not like I was doing an amazing job that pays well. You know what I mean? I was doing shitty jobs, but some women, they don't have a conscience like that. You know what I mean? And these are the very same women who want equality. You know what I mean? Because I'm sure if that very girl that I'm speaking about was to be told that, hey, you're gonna be paid $20 less because you're a female, and that guy will be paid $20 more because he's a male, she would be mad. But at the same time, she does not want to cover her own bills. She would rather to be paid the same as the male, but have the male use his salary to cover his bills plus her bills. And that is unfair. You know what I mean? So ladies, be careful what you ask for. You get me? And if it's equality, it's equality. And much respect to Nicki Minaj for being with the guy that she chose to be with, you know what I mean? Because it's rare when a celebrity does that, you know what I mean, and hooks up with a normal person. Granted, he's a past boyfriend, you know what I mean, they have a history, but it's admirable. That's one of the few admirable things I've seen Nicki Minaj do, you know what I mean? And that is very, very notable. You should maybe try the same thing, Rubi Rose, and you wouldn't be running around the industry, you know what I mean, getting sexed around from side to side and passed around, you know what I mean? You're a beautiful woman. You know, Ruby is one of those women who, you know, in the community that, you know what I mean, everybody has had her, but you still want some of her because she's so beautiful and she's so sexy, you know what I mean? She's so desirable. Another irony about Ruby Rose, you know, making these comments is that Ruby Rose basically got her come up from sleeping around with rappers that had more money than her. So what if men were supposed to take that same approach and be like, oh, we won't be dating women who make less than us? Then you would have not have existed. And if people in general are supposed to take your approach, I mean, a lot of women feel the way you do. But if the world was supposed to operate the same way, Oprah would be single forever because she would have to sit around and wait on Jeff Bezos to get single so he can date her. You know what I mean? Billionaires would have to be waiting on other billionaires to date them. You know what I mean? So someone is always more wealthy than the other person. So I guess no one would be together unless they make the exact same amount of salary. Nonsense.